Okay, this is my unboxing of a new watch that I got. I guess this is basically at the near the very end of 2023. Got this, I believe, actually purchased it on the 29th of December. But obviously with New Year's just being at the weekend and New Year's just around the corner, it didn't actually get shipped and arrive until the beginning of 2024. So I don't know how you want to consider this, the very last watch, I guess, of 2023, or the very first watch purchase, or at least something received of 2024. Either way, this is it. I purchased, as you can tell from the title, a watch that I've wanted for a while, since I think it first got announced. And the colors of it really attracted me. It's the TAG Heuer Carrera. The reference will be in the description. It's a bit long for me to remember, but it's the 160th anniversary of the brand, but it's called the Montreal, and it's not this exact same as the vintage Montreal from Heuer back in the day. Those are really cool. I think it shares it's the Carrera design, but it has the Montreal colors, at least one version of it, with the blues and yellows and reds, and so it's kind of its own thing, but kind of combines two watch styles into one, and I don't know, I think it was really cool. I got it off with the watch box, I think for a decent price, considering. I can get to it right now. It did not come with any box papers or all that. It would have been nice to have had the original box and papers. Obviously, what it comes with is, I believe, an extra TAG Heuer, kind of watch box roll thing. It's kind of a single item, that kind of leather piece that kind of goes over, and I think you snap it and you hold it open. There's a pillow or something that you would wrap the watch around, and sits in there. And I think it comes with a 160th anniversary branded loop in there to really closely examine that watch, or any watch for that matter. Probably some documentation, I believe a booklet or something for that anniversary. Other than that, it does come in a ridiculously super large box for that watch, because it comes with that extra watch box, that little small one on the side. And there would be, if you want to see my unboxing of my TAG Heuer Solargraph, the Aqua Racer in titanium, it's basically, from what I can tell, it's more or less the same kind of box to that, and that was really huge. It's like bigger than this mat here, and it's just feels. I had to back up and use a ultra wide angle lens to capture it on my desk here when I did that unboxing. But anyways, it would have been cool, but pretty much once I looked at it, I probably would have just sat in the closet or stored somewhere. And it's just, it really takes up a lot of space, and I didn't need that. The main thing was the watch, and that was in pretty good condition. When I got it, it just had just a couple of very fine hairlines, scratches on the side of the case, which I might show you in a moment. So yeah, I did actually unbox it. I actually got this watch about a week ago or so, but with the family being over, I really didn't have much time to do this, and I got sick, and I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is kind of just recovering right now. I really lost my voice, and it was bad. But anyways, so what it came in was in this. It's a TAG Heuer case, and excuse me, and nothing special here. And this is actually an aftermarket bracelet that I got for this watch. I'll show you that later in another video. Nothing much, pretty uneventful here. Yeah, and I took it out already. I just wanted to show you. So yeah, nothing too special there, but at least it does come with a case. At least it's not just wrapped in bubble wrap or just paper. And here it is. And yep, there we go. The Heuer Carrera, I guess TAG Heuer, but I like the fact that they took off the tag. I mean, I don't really have any stigmatism or any kind of ill feelings towards the TAG Heuer branding, the modern day one, or even from, I guess, whenever they acquired it, there's all this drama and crap talk about it. And I really personally never subscribed to that. Then I never really fully understood it. And TAG Heuer was a brand that I grew up with, and I've seen it a lot. It's just it was everywhere, and it was my first, I would say, luxury watch purchase that I know. And it was a dive watch that I owned for at least 12 years until I lost it. You might have heard this story I've told in some other videos. Anyways, I had the Solargraph Aqua Racer I got several months ago. Great watch, and that was my first kind of reintroduction into the brand. I really wanted to get a TAG Heuer back into the collection. That was the first one. And now, when this came out, I think this came out in 2022, and now it's just 2024, just starting January. So it's been almost, not quite 2 years. I forget exactly when this came out in 2022, but I would say it's probably a year and a half-ish or so, give or take. But when it first got shown, it's like, wow, the colors really stood out to me. And I think it was something different than you might have seen from a lot of the other Carreras. I mean, along with this 160th, there was one other one that was much more cleaner, I would say, simpler. Had a silver dial, wasn't a panda, it was just all silvered out. Very nice and clean and classic. And I feel like a lot of the Carreras kind of follow that general, very simple color scheme, fairly monochromatic, either a black dial or a silver dial. I'm not even sure they really had many white dials. And so yeah, those are kind of like the things that they're nice, but they seemed a little bit too plain to me. So when they came up with something like this, very bright, kind of retro cup, very sporty, high contrast, nice pop and everything. And this panda dial, and it's a blue panda dial, as you can see. I love the blue navy registers, the yellow highlight accents, as well as the red. And you can see that the first quarter is blue. Over here, the seconds or minute tracks, whatever you want to call it. Over here, the gradations, and then the last 3 quarters is all red, you can see. And I like primary colors. I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos, but something about primary colors really pop and speak to me. I don't know what it is. I like red and blues, and then when you have red, blue, and yellow, and something about it with white, it really works for me. I think I would say I'm a Japanese anime and a fan, and there's a number of things that they do in their mechas and stuff that utilizes a lot of primary colors. I think of Gundam for one thing, at least there's several mobile suits, but some of the main ones primarily are red, blue, and yellow and white, and you see that evident in Gundam kind of special editions that you might have seen from Seiko has done some, as well as Casio G-Shocks. Yeah, and I don't know. I think this is really lovely. I mean, it's a panda dial, and a blue panda dial, I think it's a little bit even cooler. I mean, I wouldn't have mind a regular panda that has black subdials, but and I really was actually shooting for a Zenith El Primero, like a revival, the panda version with the black subs, and the eighth was it 31384, a revival style with a more angular case, 37 millimeters. but that's just a bit out of my comfort zone for stretching my budget at this time. But it's something I still would strive and try to shoot for somewhere down the line. And so I figure, well, I'm going to try to do a chronograph, and I really wanted to get a nice one for me. At least I think this is a very nice one. And this one always stuck out to me, and I said, you know, why don't I try to see what I can do to get one of these? And you can see it's branded. Pretty much everything is Heuer. Even the movement you can see right there. The only thing you see TAG Heuer is on the rotor as part of the 160th anniversary, but I don't mind. I think it looks pretty cool. It's more the modern logo. It doesn't have the old school TAG logo with the arrow inside the G, like it hooks and there's an arrow that used to go there, which I kind of liked that way that looked. But anyways, they don't do that anymore. And this is a limited edition, of course, it's not individually numbered. They just say 1 of 1,000. You can see here, so that's all. There's a total of 1,000 of these. And yeah, I think, like I said, I think, who knows, I might have added something after I've had this on for a couple of days over one weekend. But I think it did come with a little bit of some marks here. I mean, the thing isn't completely high polished. So what you gonna do, right? And it's not a big deal. I mean, you can probably take some, Cape Cod or something to buff it out. But, you know, I plan to wear this, and it's probably going to get a lot more scratches. So whatever. I think it'll be fine. I'm kind of past it. And especially, I do plan to do some strap changes, because I can see this being a really cool strap monster. Only thing is 19 millimeters. Oh, by the way, this is a 39 millimeter case. It's about 13 something thick, I think. Pretty sure it's not much more than 14 if it is, but then a lot of it is this slightly domed box sapphire crystal. Yeah, otherwise the mid case is pretty slender actually. And you see it on my wrist a bit. You see that it works perfectly fine. What else is there? It's column wheel, vertical clutch chronograph. You can kind of see it right up there. And yep, 80 hours of power reserve. What else is there? That's just a quick lowdown. This isn't a review. This did not come with the original leather strap. I don't know what happened to it, but when I showed it, it was on this. It's just, the original was like a crocodile or alligator leather strap. Also, so it's basically the same color, like this navy blue color. Didn't have the stitching here. It's just more of, I think color match stitching, whatever goes on the side, and it's just the crocodile texture. But this is the same fold over clasp, which you would get. Dual point buttons right here. Come on, focus. And that's fine, because to tell you the truth, I don't really like crocodile straps. They look a little too formal, and I've gotten used to them in my head as the generic go-to, nice look, dress strap. But I've seen it so much that it feels super played out, and I don't know, they don't do anything for me. Although, if I wanted to, I could dress it back up in something like that. I do have a 19 millimeter dark blue navy crocodile texture strap. So I mean, this could be dressed up in that sense, but I'm actually glad that it came on the smooth leather strap in the same navy with the contrast stitching up here, and it is still an actual Heuer, TAG Heuer, an actual factory. You can see it right there, leather strap. So that's cool. So then, still within the whole OEM kind of look. And let's put it on wrist real quick. think I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon. Snaps. Oh, this has a. You see, there's no hose. So what you do is you feed it through here like this. You bend it open and you feed it through, and then when you find the right spot, it might take you a couple of tries to find the perfect tightness. You fold it down and it just kind of crimps it, and then you just put it on like that. And there you go, simple. Here it is on my basically 7-inch wrist. And down shot like that. This is a wide angle, so I'm trying to do a zoom, like a longer lens, which reduces the distortion. I think this is a really handsome piece, and I'm pretty glad that I got it. I've been reducing my collection and trying to condense some things down, and yeah. And so I did sell a few things, so I should do a new state of the collection very soon, and we'll go over I'm starting off 2024 with, and what, in comparison to my last state of collection, which was just only maybe 3-4 months ago, where I have a lot more watches, and you can try to explain like where my thinking is and why I got rid of those and why I kept this or some of them, and why I purchased maybe something new to fill in, to make up my collection these days, and see where I go from there. But we'll get into that when I get into that. And that's basically it. I think it wears pretty nicely. And I got some strap options already planned for it. Some that I have. I had some decent 19 millimeter straps from a prior watch. And then I picked up at least 2 new ones recently just for this. A bracelet, a bracelet that I had to modify to try to fit in here. But you'll see that in a little bit. I'll show that next, probably. If not, the other strap option, which I got from Deluxe. I think it looks really good with that new other strap that I got. And I got a bunch of other ideas, I think, which will look really good with this. It is 19 millimeters again, but I believe certain straps, especially if I use the curved spring bars, I could adapt to work with 20 millimeters, and it wouldn't be too bad, because I really do have a few that are in 20 millimeters that I think would look really excellent with this watch as well. And well, my watches strap-in videos, you'll definitely see some stuff come up in the near future and onwards, and so I look forward to sharing that. So I don't know, just let me, I guess, drop a comment, let me know what you think. I don't know, so far I've timed this for the few days that I did get a chance to try it on a few days ago. Seems to be working pretty good, roughly about plus 2 seconds or so, which is plenty fine for this. And so yeah, that's basically it. So thanks for watching, and enjoy your watches.